seen, from what you've heard, what concerns you about what the Hawkeyes do when they've got the ball?
Well, obviously, you hit one of the nails on the head. They're a team that can score the basketball, score from a lot of different areas. They like to play fast. I think one area that they probably don't receive as much as attention and that they deserve more attention is how they handle the basketball. They do a really good job of taking care of the basketball. They don't turn it over a lot, which is really impressive because of the speed and pace that they play at and how they try to throw different defenses at you to speed the game up. So them being able to score the basketball, shoot the basketball, and their handling of the basketball is really impressive.
And after the last couple of games, what sort of positives can you glean from the way that you guys have played in stretches? There hasn't been a great 40-minute stretch, but there have been a lot of good pockets here and there for you to maximize.
Well, we after every game, we go into our film session and we show our, call it hot sauce, the things that we broke down and we have to get better at. And then we show our sugar. And so the sugar are the good things. So yeah, there's some sugar that we can take away from games. I think one is being able to get to the free throw line. I think we're doing a really good job of that, scoring points from the free throw line, being in attack mode, getting paint touches. We're getting better in terms of handling the basketball. I thought we had a decent turnover number the last time we stepped out on the court against Ohio State. We have to, for us though, defensively, we can't let teams get off to the starts that, Ohio State got off to in terms of how they shot the basketball and the percentage that they shot the ball at. So we have to be a lot more disruptive defensively early on. And then offensively for us, second chance points and getting out in transition will also give us a chance to be successful. And that's how we want to play. And so we have to impose our will in those categories also.
Thank you.
Ryan McFadden.
Hey, Coach. I wanted to ask, going back to the last matchup against Iowa, Keegan Murray had a really good game against you guys. I was wondering what is the key to slowing him down? I know it's a hard task given that his size and his scoring ability, but what is the key thing is to slow someone like him down?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, he's leading the Big Ten in points, so not too many people are slowing him down. He's finding a way to get it done. I think whenever you play up against someone who is a scorer like Keegan is, you want him to shoot a bad percentage. You want to contest shots. You want to not let him get anything easy. You don't want any unnecessary fouls in the sense of just putting him at the line so he can see the ball go in the basket. You don't want him to get out in transition and see that first shot go through the rim, because all that does is just give you more confidence as a scorer. So, for us, we have to be disruptive. We have to know where he's at on the court at all times, and we've got to contest shots for him.
Kyle Wood.
Hey, Coach, I had a specific question about Julian Reese. I was just curious if you could talk about how he's sort of grown on and off the court over the course of his freshman year.
Well, Julian is a very talented basketball player. He's scratching the surface of what he is ultimately going to be. I tell people all the time, as a big guy in high school, you spend the majority of your time avoiding people because anybody bumps off you in the paint in high school, you get a foul as a big guy. That's just how the game has always been called. So he's learning to navigate competing and banging against bigger bodies, and he's done it against some of the best players in the country. And I think he's done a tremendous job of playing with effort and energy. His skill set allows him to do a lot of different things. And we're still in the midst of giving him reps and opportunities to play the power forward spot and the center spot. So he's got to learn 4 different positions, if you will, offensively and defensively, when you talk about the 2 different things that we do. And he continues to come in every day and, like I said, be a sponge and want to learn and get better. His basketball IQ is really impressive for his age, the things that he sees. And, it's tough playing in the Big Ten as a true big. And, I think every day that he goes out, he figures out something that he can do a little bit better to help our team and to improve his individual play. And, we certainly need him to continue that trend as we finish up the conference season.
Thank you.
Bruce Posner.
Yeah, Danny, do you come from the school where you have a guy like Keegan Murray? You said it before, he's a special talent, probably a next level talent. Is it like you do all you can to stop him and take your chances with Toussaint and Bohannon and McCaffrey? Or is it you don't believe in that? I mean, there's two ways to attack a Keegan Murray.
Well, there are more than two ways to attack a Keegan Murray, but at the end of the day, you want to contest shots, right? You know that Keegan Murray's the type of player, whether he's made 10 in a row or he's missed 10 in a row, he's going to be confident enough to shoot the basketball the next time he gets it. And, you know, that's the one thing about when you play up against guys that score the basketball, they're not going to be on every night. And you're hoping that they're not on the night that you're playing them, right? And so you want to make sure the shots are contested and you want to make them work for it. And then you make your changes as you go throughout the course of the game, Bruce. You know, we might have a certain defensive plan in place, and then all of a sudden that gets changed because of how an individual is playing. So maybe we have to rotate from a different place. And so a lot of it is just going to be feel and how certain individuals are playing and how disruptive we are and the fact of how Murray is scoring the basketball at that point in time.
You know, the last time you played, you see, it seems like it was so long ago. It was only about a month, but you fell down quickly and you came on like gangbusters when you kind of went small and went to some kind of pressure. Are we going to see a mix up of the defenses tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah, we always mix up our defenses. I think it goes back to time, flow, momentum, and how the game is going. You know, the one thing for us is that very first game against Iowa, we gave up too many transition opportunities. So we have to make sure our transition is good and we limit them from getting out in transition and not getting the numbers that they normally get. And you know, that's been a point of emphasis for us these last few weeks. And I think we've done a really good job in terms of limiting teams' transition opportunities against us. But this Iowa team is certainly one that we have to get back with really good transition defense and match up from there.
All right. Thanks, Coach Manning. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right.